Hello Taurus, and welcome to my channel White Angel Messages. I'm Angel. This Tarotscope reading will cover September 16th to the 30th, 2025. For a complete reading, and should something not resonate, just check out your Moon, Sun, Rising, and Venus placements. All the links to those videos are in the description box below, together with your playlist link, of course. In this video, we're taking a look at the planets and how they can influence you. Then we're going to take some messages from the tarot. But before we start, I'd quickly like to say thank you to everyone who put a donation in my PayPal donation jar. You guys are so sweet. Thank you so much. Okay, Taurus, let's start and let's take a look quickly at the beginning. That is on the 18th of September, when Mercury enters the sign of Libra. And your thinking process is going to therefore become much balanced, like Libra, because you're going to be influenced by her. Much more objective, much more fair. You're going to see things from all sides of the story, and you're going to be using a lot more tact in negotiations. Okay, now this is going to give you that perfect amount of diplomacy, and you're going to be able to get your point across and have people listen to you without any problems whatsoever. Okay, then on the 19th, we're going to have your ruling planet Venus, which is also Libra's ruling planet, entering the sign of Virgo. And this was going to make love very precious and very private. It's going to step into your true love section of your chart in particular. And it's going to add a lot of sweetness into your life. In fact, you could even enter a honeymoon phase. Okay, so get ready. Get the roses ready. Okay, on the 21st instead, we're going to be looking at a solar eclipse because we have the second new moon in Virgo. And it is going to cause a solar eclipse. Now, we're going to have a specific video for this. What I'll anticipate, because I always anticipate something, is that it's a really strong eclipse for decluttering and for cleaning. Now, in your case, you're going to get a very pleasant surprise. Should I spoil it or not? Spoiler alert? Okay, well, if you don't want to know, plug in your ears, because some people do want to know. So for the Tauruses that do want to know, it could be an engagement, a marriage, a pregnancy, or a new partner. Okay, there's something really, really, like, these are powerful. These eclipses are really powerful. So, depending on what I just said, new opportunities, yes, are going to be coming up in general for everyone, but those are yours. They're really nice. Okay, now, if you're going to have to make any really strong decisions, like very important decisions, such as an engagement, a proposal, etc., and if you wish, you can wait a couple of days, okay, so that you have all your facts straight. Some people are like that. That's fine, okay. In fact, eclipses usually hide things that you don't see. So it would be a good idea simply to wait a couple of days because it's very strong. But I'm sure that you already have maybe your ideas already set. If, for example, an engagement, a marriage, or a pregnancy, etc. comes up, you probably already have something in mind. Your answer is already there. Okay, let's keep going. On the 22nd, we're going to have Mars entering the sign of Scorpio, which is a really good combination because Mars loves staying in Scorpio. It brings willpower, sex appeal, really strong intensity. Ambitions become really hot, really strong, and love becomes really hot. Okay, explaining what we were talking about before with the eclipse. Taurus, you're a very strong figure, okay? So when this happens, you're going to get even more charged, okay? Careful with your level of aggression because you don't want to become too pushy. You already are strong enough, okay? Also, on that day, what we're going to have is the sun entering the sign of Libra because Libra season starts. With this means that relationships and legal affairs are going to be very strong and you're going to know how to handle them. The partnerships will get stronger. And for you, Taurus, you're going to be placed in a position of leadership. Okay, I'm feeling that you're like, if you're doing sports, it's like it's going to take you to a victory. If you are on some sort of work competition, you're going to be like the most valuable player on the job. Okay, not just in sports. But it's going to put you in a really, really good position. The stars above you are beautiful for you. Okay, Spirit, let's get some messages for Taurus now from the tarot. Anything that could help them, that could be useful to them to lead a to lead a beautiful and harmonious life. And the Lovers card comes out In the reverse, however, okay, here this means that there could be some sort of imbalance, some sort of, how can I say, disharmony? Okay, could be something here because it is in the reverse. Let's go take a look at it because we want to fix this. Okay, this is important. If it comes out like that, we want to know why in order to intervene and fix it. If it comes out perfect, let's just leave it alone, of course. Okay, so we have the Empress in the reverse. Now we're getting our whys. You see, someone is being a little bit too strong. We were talking about domineering. I don't know, Taurus, is this you that you're being a little bit too strong? Because you're going to get charged up here. Okay. If so, if you do get charged up, especially when Mars goes into Scorpio here, what could happen is it could cause an imbalance, disharmony with your partner, because they're going to see you coming across as being a little bit too rigid, too strong. Okay, be very careful. It's good that this message is coming through because we want to avoid this, right? We want the messages that can be helpful to lead a better life and not simply have anything happen to us. Okay. Six of Swords. You're moving on. Good. Okay. You're moving on to something, and you're going to understand this, what you're doing. Okay. This is good. So, should this, you can actually avoid this because you already know about it. I just told you. Okay. And, or when it does happen, you say, oops, so this is what it was talking about. When this situation happens and this causes imbalance and you realize I was a little bit too strong, okay, you're going to put it behind you. Say, okay, I've learned my lesson. I understand what I did wrong. I already had a warning before, and then it'll smoothen out, okay? It would be best if you remember this, that it doesn't go through, but in any case, you will be able to smooth it out. Okay. Then we have Perception. Okay. And this card is basically the Hanged Man. Okay. You can see it upside down. It's going to, you're going to move on. Okay. You're going to get through this, but it's going to really slow things down just a bit. Okay. Okay. If you don't know how to avoid it completely and it does kind of happen, it's gonna simply stagnate things a bit. Okay, let's see. Yeah, okay, there we go. But I like this. Six of Wands is coming through. Success. Okay, so when this happens, the person might just put you in the corner. Okay, say, okay, now think about what you've done, etc. But everything is gonna go fine. Okay, success. You've got it. Okay, it's gonna be successful. You're going to win them back. It'll be okay. Just retreat into your corner, Taurus, just for a little bit. Okay, let's see what goes on. Swords, Spirit of Swords. So we're looking at the Queen of Swords, and she's in the reverse. Okay. Yeah, there's someone that's been wounded here, that gets wounded. And basically they had a bitter taste in your mouth, or you may have this little bitter taste in your mouth, etc. But it's working out. Okay, what counts is that it does work out, that the love does come through. Keep that in mind. Okay, and then we have the Four of Pentacles. The only reason why you're having this bitterness here, Taurus, it's inside of you. Okay, this is sort of like a touch of insecurity, and you'd like to have everything under control. But when you do that, you lose it. It's like having sand in your hands and you're really holding on tight, and that's when all the sand just starts escaping. Okay, this is the actual lesson. You have a beautiful sky above you for love. Okay, because you've got Venus coming in, and that is your ruling planet for love. Everything is going to get really sweet. Go with the flow of sweetness, and you can't go wrong. Once you start, because of fear, because maybe you don't want to show that you're a little bit insecure, etc., holding on too tight, all that sand is going to slip through your hands. Okay, then you're going to recuperate it. You will be able to recuperate it. But I would say that the best thing is not to hold on, not to tighten the grip so much that it starts slipping away. Okay, enjoy this constellation above your head. Okay, you can change the cards on the table to avoid this and turn it upside right from the very beginning. Okay, think sweetness. For the last 2 weeks of September, Taurus, think just sweetness. Follow the sweetness and everything will go fine. Everything will go smoothly, okay? No fear. Okay, Taurus. In the meantime, thank you so much for being with me. I'm going to catch you soon on the next one. That way we continue and see what happens here. Thank you so much for being with me, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye, Taurus. For now, from Angel.